Intellectual pack, assemble. It is time for another podcast. This time we are covering why is Chris Benoit a legend in WWE? And honestly, why did I add him to my WWE Legends series? Honestly, simply put, I decided that because everyone that does remember WrestleMania 20 will always remember the closing shot of Eddie Guerrero, new WWE champion. Chris Benoit, new world heavyweight champion, embracing in the middle of the ring, confetti falling down, tears in both of their eyes. They were both like brothers. And the thing is, despite the fact that what Chris Benoit did being as bad as it was, and we are not questioning the severity or the the horrific acts of Chris Benoit. Paul Heyman, when he mentioned it, was right. He said he doesn't give a shit about CTE. Two people did not have a choice. On it, I agree 100%. What Chris Benoit did was wrong. No one is questioning that. I honestly just think that despite all that, despite everything he did, and that led to the end of his life, in the life of his son and wife, his wrestling was on another level. There are so many people still using his moves today. Like Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson, used the diving headbutt for a very long time. Yes, it was made famous by Dynamite Kid. Then it was taken on by Chris Benoit. Then it was taken on by Daniel Bryan. The crippler crossface, now known as the label lock or the yes lock, taken on by Daniel Bryan. Two moves that were signatures of Chris Benoit, still used after his death. And I honestly believe that I watched this video a while ago where it talked about WWE legends talking about Chris Benoit, the last days of his life, how he was forgetting everything. He was forgetting spots in the ring. He was forgetting orders at restaurants that were right in front of him. He didn't know what was going on most of the time. I did more research into it, and it turned out that he had the mindset of an elderly Alzheimer's patient after his death, at the time of his death. Now, why do I add him to the WWE roster? For WWE Legends? Simply because of the fact that despite what Chris Benoit did, being as evil, as despicable, as wrong as it was, and no one's disputing that fact. No one is disputing the fact that what Chris Benoit did was wrong, was evil, was horrific. But, on the other hand, pushing that aside, never forgetting it, by the way, never forgetting it, right? because you can never forget something like that, and nor should it be forgotten. But Chris Benoit's wrestling skill and acumen and talent was on another level. That was proven at WrestleMania 20. Bloodied all three men, Chris Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, triple threat match. All men bloodied. Chris Benoit able to walk out as the new world heavyweight champion, embracing someone who was like a brother to him. Now you got to think about it, right? So if you've been with someone, if you've had a friend that was like a brother to you, right? That was like family to you, and they unexpectedly pass away. Think about it. What would that do to you? What would that do to your mindset? Because that's what you got to think about when you got to think about what kind of mindset Chris Benoit was in after Eddie's passing. And he was going out there and tearing it up, you know? He was going out there putting match, 5-star match after 5-star match after 5-star match, all the way up until that day. And like, you know, you got to think about the fact that, you know, and for those of you that are listening this on a podcast format, like just listening, not watching, you know, I put a thumbnail up saying why a WWE legend, Chris Benoit, like with that picture in the center of both of those men, Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero, embracing in the center of the ring, you know, and I mean, it was an emotional night for both of them. And, you know, it was just, you know, I did hold off on for a long time, mind you, for having Chris Benoit on my WWE Legends roster. Now, I don't know how many of you actually watch my WWE Legends series, whether on Twitch or when it's uploaded to YouTube, but I make that series to give you guys matches that you would otherwise never see. Like, you guys can see matches on that show, like, let's see here, like the Road Warriors versus like the Motor City Machine Guns going forward, like Demolition versus Los Garza or Legado del Fantasma going forward. Because, yes, I have added the new roster into it. And you can see matches like, you know, Sensational Sherry versus like AJ Lee, or Paige versus like Victoria, you know? I mean, you know, I give you guys matches you would otherwise never see. So that being said, that is going to end this discussion, guys. Let me know when you guys listen to this what you guys think. because I give you what I think about it. And I kind of want to know what you guys think about it. You know? What do you guys think about Chris Benoit and his legacy and his wrestling, you know, like talent and ability and all that, his wrestling skill, and compared to what he did, you know? I mean, compare it if you want, you know, because I did. So that is going to do it for this discussion, guys. I will see you guys again probably a little later on for a viewer suggested Game Busters review. V for Vendetta. It took me a day to get it because I had to buy the movie, but yeah. So I will see you guys again later on. As always, though, remember, stay safe, stay dangerous. Love you guys. Later.